I get a lot of emails from people reaching out to us asking for help, and I can pretty clearly figure out these are AI generated. I asked ChatGPT a very specific question. I said, I'm a cardiologist trained in India. I want to apply for a position as a clinical fellow at the University of Pennsylvania. Give me a personal statement for the same. I hit enter, and here you go. Boom, 20 seconds, done. Imagine if you had to do it on your own, it would take days. Now here's the catch. The AI would give the exact same letter with the exact same wording no matter who is generating the job application. Now this is a problem. This is what I did. I gave a simple command to ChatGPT, characteristic of an AI generated text. Now here's what it says. So number one is stylistic consistency, and it does use words like furthermore, in addition, however. Sure, we do use it in normal language, but ChatGPT or AI would use it to the extremes. So this is one of the ways we figure out what's going on. The second thing is, because it's very templated, it follows a very structured formula and logic. It starts with an introduction, a body, and conclusion. It's actually a good thing it does that, but it flows in a very predictable fashion, saying that how you can be a strength to the institution, why you're so impressed with the institution. Normally nobody's going to say why you're impressed with the institution, because you want to impress the institution where you're trying to join the job. It does lack deep subjectivity or lived experience. Now that itself is so sophisticated that I need to understand what the heck ChatGPT is saying here. It does use generic phrases like as an AI language model. If you do not do any proofreading and if you send this letter as an AI language model, that's it. Your job is a done deal. It is important to note. Nobody's going to say it is important to note when you're writing for a job application. You would be rather requesting or showing your strengths. You don't tell them it's important to note. The fourth thing is there is repetition. It might just say more about the job and about the place in a very generic way without getting into the depth of what is more important for you. Now, you could even feed your CV and then make it public and then ask it to generate a cover letter. But remember, for anyone who has fed the CV, the letter would read exactly the same. The fifth thing is, it does say it's factual but surface level. Even this explanation is so hard to read, so the letter the ChatGPT would generate, I have had mistakes from ChatGPT. So you do have to carefully look at it and then figure out what exactly it's trying to say. Well, number 6, it says mimics human style sometimes too well. I don't know about that. May create too perfect language. That is absolutely right. The English language phrases are so perfect that usually people don't use such a perfect English language unless we are all experts in English literature, which we are not. At least I'm not. My English grammar, I have to admit, is not perfect, but I try to get there. And it does use subtle imperfections or voice quirks of real human writing. I really don't understand that. Now, the 7th point it makes is can be overly formal or neutral. I do agree with that. It avoids strong opinions and it just is very vague and very generic. Now, there are a couple other things this does not address. So one is, it does use this thing called M dash. I was reading about this. There are apparently 3 types of dashes in English language. One is a small thing. It's a hyphen. The other is a slightly bigger one. It's called an N dash. And the other one is a slightly bigger one. It's called an M dash. That's actually a good telltale sign. This is copied from, or this is generated from ChatGPT or AI.
Hang on. Did I just say telltale? What the heck is that? Did I get it from ChatGPT?
The other thing I want to tell you, folks, is there are many softwares which can detect the content was AI generated. Now, I'll give you an example. We were trying to help a candidate and I asked that person to send a personal statement that they had generated because I wanted to fix that and then send them. As soon as I saw the personal statement, I clearly knew this was generated by AI. In fact, we put into some of the AI detection tools, and here is the report that you see. It actually said 51% was generated from AI. The point I'm making is it's very easy to detect something is done by AI, and don't fall into this trap. Just use your own judgment. If you want to use a grammar correction tools, and that's still fine. But for anything professional, where you're trying to seek a job, I highly encourage you do these on your own. If you do need our help, you can always reach out to us at www.imgsecrets.com. We'll be more than happy to guide you with all this. Okay, because I'm seeing too many things generated by AI, and it's taking me less than 10 seconds to figure out, yes, this is AI. All right, next, I encourage you to watch this video out. where I've used the example of ChatGPT to prepare for your USMLE exams. And then any questions, do post in the comments below. Take care, stay safe. I'll talk to you soon.